but also been slain. Oh, the fear.
All right, folks, good evening and welcome to Hangovers and Hampeys update stroke poll results stroke Q&A, couple of questions and yeah, just random video thing, yeah. So, what do I want to start at, Jolie?
So the big news is this week was Black Friday and we went on and had a check on some flights that we'd been keeping our eye on for next year to Vegas. And surprise, surprise, Virgin actually had a magic sale on. So
only if you had points though.
Yes, only if you had points. It worked out really well. Actually, yes, only.
Yeah, it wasn't like there was only like
£100
£100 off the flight, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Or 100.
Yeah, there was £100 if you were paying in cash, but if you were paying in points, that flight was dramatically reduced. Points were like 20,000 points, which for people like us, we don't like use a credit card or anything to collect our miles for Virgin. All of our miles are purely collected through the booking of the flight and the flight travel itself. So I think from 3 trips, we've managed to accrue enough that one of us got a flight using air miles.
Yeah.
Now the other one paid full price, but we just split it then between us.
For some reason, Jolene's got more air miles than me, but I'm definitely on the same plane. But I don't know.
What he doesn't know is I've been jetting off without him. No.
Yeah, maybe. I've been contracting a bit, so anything's possible. She didn't put any vlogs out for them, though. Not that I know of. If you do know, let me know. Yeah, so that confirms 3 times next year for Vegas, which is amazing. We've only ever been once, really, or maybe twice over a 12-month period. Yeah. But so that's really good.
So for those trips, it's going to happen January 1st is our first trip.
Year's Day.
Then March and September.
Yeah, so a nice split really for the year.
Yeah.
It's going to be really good. So very excited about that. So cheers to that.
Cheers.
Look at the lipstick in your cup, Julie.
I know, it's a bit grim.
You need to be given that as a fresh drink. Send that straight back.
It's not my cup. I did borrow this from Whiskey Liquor Up.
Wow, so you're bringing it back in January then? Oh, fair enough. All right, so we're very excited, especially for January because it's almost to my birthday. My birthday's mid-January, so we're going to be celebrating that
while we're there.
We're there,
definitely.
Yeah. So very excited about that. I know last year went for my 40th, which was actually January, but went in March because better weather. Which we thought it was better weather until we got there and it was freezing. But yeah, so we'll go on to the polls.
Well, no. So for the trip in January, we decided we wanted to do something a bit different on the channel. So we're going to have a new segment on the channel called You Say We Try. Which, if you follow us on social media, you'll see over the past few weeks I've been putting out some polls for things to have those. Which would you like? For example, one of them was which speakeasy would you like to try? And then we had a couple of choices. So we'll just run through which ones won so that if you're going to watch the upcoming vlogs, you'll know which ones we're going to.
Yeah, and it was good to get people involved. We wanted our subscribers and followers
to help shape our next trip.
Yeah, basically to get involved with it, and that's what the channel's all about. Is to get people involved and go, right, where do you want to send us? And like I don't even know the results here because I just sort of pipe in every now and then. Jolene keeps an eye on the socials. So I think I might know one. But yeah, it's going to be good. Yeah, I'm going to see what this is. So
okay, so the first one was which casino for high limit slots. Now, when we say high limit slots, we don't like gamble a lot every day. So for us, it's going to be
high limit slot room.
Yeah, so it's going to be $200 in a high limit slot room. Now
big spenders.
The ones that we had to vote for were Resorts World, El Cortez, Bellagio, and the Wynn. And the winner was Resorts World.
Yes, so that's the one I knew. There. Yeah. I'm glad to go to Resorts World because first time we went there, we didn't like it. Second time, we really liked the casino. Yeah. So yeah, I'm glad to go back there and see what their high limit room's like. I haven't seen it, so that's something a bit different. We don't see much, so
yeah, so it'll be good.
Should be good.
The next one was which bar should we try? So we had Rhythms and Riffs at Mandalay Bay. We had the Golden Monkey at Resorts World, Vanderpump Paris, and the new lounge at Harrah's. I would
go for Harrah's because I just want to go there. Yeah.
Yeah. So we probably will try there as well. But Vanderpump Paris won,
There we go.
which I probably
Well
wouldn't-
done.
I probably wouldn't have went there if it hadn't have won.
No,
So,
wouldn't have. So
yeah.
we're going there. Yep. Well
So-
done, guys. You just picked. What was a like percentage? Was it a outright winner?
Yeah,
Oh,
51%.
oh my goodness! Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So we'll share all these on our socials
yeah,
as well.
yeah. We'll put a screenshot of them all up.
Then the next one was where would you try for a burger? Now we've had a couple of burgers in Vegas over like our past couple of trips. Like
Yeah.
we had one at Gordon Ramsay's, one at Black Tap, and where was that one? Oh, I know where it was.
Well,
Shake Shack, which I must say is my favorite burger I've ever had in Vegas.
was that last? That wasn't last trip before.
Trip before,
Wasn't
yeah.
it? Yeah, I agree. Even though I done the video with Ramsay's versus Black Tap, which was the best burger.
Yeah.
The best burger I've had in Vegas so far was Shake Shack, and it might have been the type of burger we got, but it
And
was
we were
amazing.
both dying, so
Yeah,
it was
we-
like
And
to
proper hungover,
cure.
and it did that, and their nice lemonade to do. It was excellent.
Yeah.
So,
So again, these burger places were all places that we'd never tried. So, Holstein's, In-N-Out, Wahlburger, and Guy Fieri,
Guy
or
Fieri's.
Fury, or however you say that.
I know, however you say
And the winner was Holstein's, so we'll be going there as well for a burger.
Well picked. I did want to go there. I hear very good things. So,
yeah.
see, you let the people decide and decide the right place. Usually.
And then speakeasies.
Mm.
So
I'm not
the-
big in speakeasies, to be honest, but yeah, I have to go. I'll go.
Yeah, well, I wanted to go to a couple the last time and we just never got around to it. So I was like, well, if I put the poll out, then we'll have to go.
Yeah.
Um,
Our review renewal day, we went into that one, the mall museum,
Oh, yeah,
and
true.
then just put you in a room at the back. Sorry, there's no seats, and they just let you stand there, and we just left because
Yeah.
like, yeah, bugger this. And I'm sort of glad because it's so dark, you couldn't even film it anyway. So yeah.
Yeah.
So I had a bad experience, and then, I don't know, maybe it's put me off, but
Well, maybe, but maybe the drinks in this one will help you.
Well, they've got good cocktails.
Have a new perspective of them.
Yeah.
So the speakeasies in it were 1923 Prohibition, the Cabinet of Curiosities, Ghost Donkey, and the Count Room, and the winner was Ghost Donkey.
Ghost Donkey won by 43%.
43% it won with.
Oh my goodness. The
which
count room only got 3%. So
yeah, well, I don't
nobody
think too
won.
many people know about that one. I just put that in there because it's in the Flamingo, which is where we are.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
So I was hoping to go downstairs from the room and just go in. Yeah. Fair enough. Yeah.
So Ghost Donkey should suit you because it's a tequila one, isn't it?
Where is it?
In the Cosmo.
Oh, brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah.
All about tequila. I only drink tequila in Vegas and I absolutely love it. I don't know why I don't buy it here. I just buy rum at home. So I don't know why, but I really should start getting into the tequila drinks because I love them there and I love tequila.
Yeah.
And it does make you happy.
Okay, and then the last one is where would you pick for a breakfast? Now, we got some messages saying, oh, you need to go to Mona Mi, Gabby, but we'd already been there before,
Yeah,
so
we've done that.
that's why it wasn't on the list. So the list was the Egg and I, Primrose, Black Bear Diner, which I really wanted
Oh,
to
yeah,
win.
yes. Yeah, I really want to go there.
And Blueberry Hill, and the winner was Primrose by quite a majority, 54%.
Oh, big win for Primrose. So, yeah.
So we'll
Should
be
be
trying
good.
there as well.
Yeah. So we're going to try everywhere. We're going to have our opinions about it, see what we think of it. Is it worth it? And did you choose right?
Yeah. So thanks for engaging with the poll.
Thanks so much, everybody.
It's really made some of our decisions for us about the next trip, which is
Yep.
great.
Yeah.
And like I said, there's a lot on there that we're going to try that we would probably not necessarily have tried.
Yeah.
So that's good.
And it's good. Yeah, it's good. It's
Yeah.
in the itinerary. We're going. So, yeah, thanks so much, everyone, for taking part and for following along as usual. So,
Yeah.
cheers.
Cheers. And speaking of itinerary, then
Yes.
we've been having a look. We've had a few people message us. Well, more than a few. We've had some people message us and just ask about: are we going to do a slot pull? Are we going to do a meetup while we're in Vegas?
Yeah.
And it's not something that we've done before.
Even meetups were like, so many people message you, and
Yeah.
it's difficult when because as we're now vlogging, Jolene puts together an itinerary of every day, morning, afternoon, evening.
Yeah.
And it's difficult, and you feel really bad sort of saying, oh, we can't, or, it's awkward, and it feels, I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's just awkward because you've got
'Cause we
all
really
these
wanna
plans.
meet
Yeah, because they want
everybody,
because you're watching
who
and you
ask
just
us
want to
to
buy a
meet.
beer,
Yeah.
Yeah. So this time,
So this time we do have a bit of a slot in our itinerary where we are going to hold a meetup.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's going to be...
lots of people still want to come.
Yeah, if people want to come, like, no pressure.
Yeah.
Might not want to hang out with us anymore
Yeah,
after
I
we've seen
know.
our last couple of vlogs. So we're going to meet, just to be the typical Irish people, at O'Shea's.
Yes, it was originally going to be maybe, I don't know, New York, maybe up there. Or...
Yeah. But no, we're going to meet...
Yeah, I thought
O'Shea's.
O'Shea's it's not because it's beside the Flamingo. It's in the promenade. It's centre strip.
Yeah.
I suppose it's handy for everybody, whether you're north or south or whatever. And
Yeah.
it's just easy to get to everywhere from there. So I thought O'Shea's, it's got frozen Baileys.
Yeah.
It's got Guinness, even though the Guinness last time was not very good. But I think it's a good place to meet. There's a good vibe around that area, the promenade and stuff. So yeah.
So we're just going to meet there for a few beers.
Yeah.
If anyone wants to come and join us for a beer, that's great.
Yeah.
So it's going to be on the 4th of January at 5 p.m. We'll be at O'Shea's for drinks if anyone wants to come and have a beer and say hi.
Yeah, we'll repost all this on our socials prior to this and stuff. But yeah, we've had a few people message us about a meetup and stuff. So it's just better to have everyone at one place and just meet everyone then and say hi and have a beer and a chat and talk all things Vegas, really. And
yeah, and we've tried to like fit them in with when everyone else
I
is
know,
going to be
people
there, because
say,
people have been messaging
I'm there on
us
the
saying,
third,
"I'm
and they're on
there,
the
I'm there."
fourth, and it's like, yeah, just trying to
So,
organise it.
yeah, the 4th of January, 5
And
p.m.
like, we have had no interest in ever doing slot pools, anything like that. We just didn't really want to do any of that because we always have so much planned. But if a few people have messaged us again, are you going to do a group pool? Are you going to do a slot pool? We're like, no, we just usually say no. But if, enough people come, enough people want to do a slot pool,
Then it's something we might do.
then we could do that on the night. And I'm just thinking nothing big, like $100 each, whether we do $10 spins, 10 spins each, or $20 spins, 5 spins each per person. It's something we could do on the night, but there's no obligation for anyone to do it. But if you're interested, message us, and then we could get numbers, even if we got 10 of us to do it. It'd be nice to try and win some good money, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah, Johnny doesn't like money. Yeah, but something like that, we're just meeting for a beer, and if a group pool happens, it happens. But
And if it's just us, it's just us. You'll
And
see
if
it, that we've been stood up in the vlog.
that's it. That'll be great, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Stood up in O'Shea's, and it's just me and Jolene standing there, and Jolene with her frozen Baileys and me with my Guinness, just going, oh well. It's like first dates, but no one shows.
Oh dear. So yeah, that's really the trip updates for the next trip. We do have some questions, because we did say that we would answer some questions.
Yeah.
As part of this as well. So the first questions that we have are from our lovely channel members, actually.
Yes. Big shout out to the channel members. Also, he'll be watching this 24 hours before everyone else. That's if they actually go into it 24 hours before everyone else. But it's the same going forward. All our videos will be posted to the channel members 24 hours before it goes out on YouTube to everyone else. So
correct. So the first one is from Jenny, Jen from Vegas Vibes.
Oh, Jen, yes.
Who
Jen and Andy
Jen
from
and
Vegas
Andy.
Vibes UK. Yep, give it a watch, people. Started the vlog last summer. Had a great start to their trip to Vegas when the windscreen got smashed off their plane going up the runway. What a great start. Yeah, and you can imagine with dealing with BAs like as Vegas Cheers know all about.
Oh yeah.
Probably everyone knows about dealing with BA. They're a nightmare.
So Jen's question is, if you could only eat at one restaurant at your next trip, which restaurant would it be, and what dish would you eat?
The best one I've had is probably Oscars. The fillet steak in Oscars.
Okay.
I really enjoyed that. The sides were incredible.
Yeah.
I just couldn't fault it, to be honest.
But what would you get? So that would be your restaurant.
It would be the filet mignon.
The filet mignon.
Yeah, or the fillet steak if you're in the UK. It'd be the fillet steak with a side of garlic mash and also a Sharon side of the Brussels sprouts.
Oh, nice. Okay, well, since you're picking that, then I can have a different pick because
can.
I'm a different person. Then we get 2 for the price of 1.
Yeah. Please say
So-
Lavo, because I'm going to say both that and Lavo.
No, see, so Lavo didn't even come into my head. As much as it was lovely, it was beautiful.
Yeah, it was.
So for me, it would be the chicken burger at Whiskey Liquor Up
That was lovely.
because I flipping loved it.
Yeah, when you just want a messy chicken burger, that was fantastic.
And it was
hits the
huge.
spot. It
Yeah.
was, yeah. Yes, thanks for the question, Jen.
So then Andy has a question as well. His
Andy.
is, if you could offer any advice to a first-time Vegas goer, what would it be?
Don't go to the bar to buy your drinks.
Oh, good one.
Yeah, go and buy from the CVS or whatever. That's the first thing, and buy like big tins of beer. If you're staying there long term, like maybe a week to 10 nights, I would definitely go to maybe a Walmart or
I agree.
the liquor store beside
Stage door.
Stage Store, yes.
Yeah.
And then buy like your beer for the room or seltzers or whatever you're drinking,
Yeah.
because in the casinos and stuff, you could pay $10 for a bottle of beer, and you could pay like $18 for 15 beers or 12 beers elsewhere. So
Yeah.
and so yeah, that's the first thing I would say, because of it people that when we went to Vegas and then our friends started going, they were just saying how expensive it was. They were going to the bar and it was $30 for a gin and tonic and
Yeah.
a vodka and coke or something. It's like, yeah, because they're drinking in the casino, and so yeah, that's it.
Mine would be nothing's as close as you think it is.
Yeah.
100% like avail of Lyft, Uber, any of those, because
Yeah, sign up to Lyft and Uber when you're there.
what
yeah.
you think is close is not close at all.
Yeah. Which we like.
Good
we love walking.
We
love
do.
walking.
We do. But yeah.
That's a good thing about Vegas is we come home and I generally have put on maybe a pound of weight because we just walk so much. I know, we just walk so much, but that's it. Yeah. Yeah, good questions, guys. Thanks very much.
Okay. The questions are like all over the place, so I'm getting them from like lots of different sources here. So next one, our lovely friends from Vegas Cheers, Graham.
Graham and Louise, what about you guys?
He messaged us this morning to say, if you could take one strip hotel and one downtown hotel and swap their locations with each other, which hotels would you pick and why? That's a really good question.
That's an excellent question. I didn't know this, by the way. I
kept this a secret because I was like, oh, I'm not going to tell him that one.
I love it. The first thing that would come into your head would be Circa, wouldn't it? For downtown to move up strip. Yeah, I would pull Circa from downtown, although how much that would take away from downtown. I would take Circa from downtown and swap positions with Oyo and put Oyo.
No, because that's not a strip hotel. It has to be on that main drag of the
Really?
strip. Well, that's what it says in the question. It says strip. So
It's basically the strip.
no,
Well,
no,
it's
I'm not
just
letting you have that. I'm not letting you get away with that easy out because that
Alright.
was very easy. No.
Okay. I've thought about it. I would
For a
take-
long time.
Yeah, I would take Circa out and I would replace it where Treasure Island is and move Treasure Island downtown.
Oh, wow.
I have no interest in ever getting into Treasure Island.
I
I don't know why.
Wow. Okay. So my swaps would be I'd leave Circa where it is because
It's part of downtown. I know. I feel bad taking it from downtown.
it's not even that. It's I don't think that it generates value. So if as in like you go in there and you're paying strip prices in there anyway for things and it gives you that high end option for downtown then.
Yeah,
So that's why I'd leave it where it is. But I
Okay.
would take the downtown Grand
right.
and I
yeah.
would swap it with the
Cineworld?
Flamingo.
Really?
Yeah.
The Flamingo.
Yeah. Because
Right.
I don't think the Flamingo has any bars or anything as such.
Hmm.
And I
Yeah.
love the location of the Flamingo. So
Mhm.
if the downtown Grand was in that location, I would love to sit there and just gamble at the countertop
Yeah.
in the bar.
Yeah, I find when you get to that part of the strip, walking through, and you walk through Flamingo and Harrods and everything, they all sort of gel into themselves.
Yeah.
You know, they seem to. I'm starting to like Harrods more with the new high limit
I
room
agree, yeah.
and new carpet and the new bar in the centre bar.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see that it's standing out a bit. and it was only when we went last April.
Yeah.
That was seen, Caesars have been doing a great job with upgrading the hotels.
Yes. All
They
those
have.
like Caesar ones on that bit
I have to
had
say, yeah.
quite a lot of good work done to them,
have,
haven't
yeah.
they, recently?
That's a great question, Graham. That was a really good question. Thanks very much.
It was a really good question, yeah. I really enjoyed it. And I've had all day to think about mine, so... No, you don't. You love me.
Oh, did you hear that? Sorry.
So, the next questions, we had a lot of discussions in the chat of one of ours about the You Say We Try thing.
Yes.
And a lot of people really wanted Chris. They seem to want to punish you,
I
Chris,
know,
for some reason.
Yeah, it's like, we meant the You Say We Try thing was the polls that we were doing. We didn't mean tell us what you want us to do now in the chat, which seemed to have come across. We didn't communicate it that well.
We had people who wanted Chris to do a helicopter ride.
Nope.
The New York roller coaster.
No.
Zip line at Fremont.
Nope.
Take the slide through the Golden Nugget pool through the shark tank.
Yes, I would 100% do that and would film it. It'd be great. I'd try and stop myself in the middle just to look at all the sharks, and then people are like kicking me in the back and stuff coming down. But yeah, I would definitely... One of our downtown trips next year, maybe the September one, because we haven't got hotels or anything booked with just flights. I would maybe like to stay at the Golden Nugget for a night or two downtown, and then we could use the pool because the weather would be nice. So
Carol McColgan also suggested that we did a how many drinks you can drink in 30 minutes on the high roller.
Right.
I think you'd be dead.
Carol, thanks for the question or... Suggestion, should I say? We have debated this over the last 2 trips.
Yeah.
I'm scared. I'm not great with heights. When I went into the
we know.
when I went into the up the Skyfall bar, and I didn't realize that it was a glass elevator, and I got in and just went, oh, and then I literally turned 180 degrees and looked at the door, and then the little woman there was like, you're okay, and everything, that was taking us up the Skyfall. I'm like, yeah. But then when I had a few drinks, cocktails, and then came down, I was fine. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that's great. But yeah, I just don't like being locked in somewhere and then I can't get out of it. But also seeing what happened to Michael a few years ago from Vegas Favy.
Oh, that was my favourite ever vlog of theirs.
Absolutely. It was amazing.
So good.
It was absolute gold. I think they were in their own, in the pod on their own.
There wasn't too many of them in it, so they got quite a lot of drinks.
Yeah, they did, yeah. And it was just rum.
Was it Michael's birthday or something?
I think it might have been, yeah.
Oh,
and
so fun.
that was fantastic. He was coming out wanting to go whitewater rafting, and it was like a VR headset. Like, this is gold. Loved it. So that could happen to you, and then your night's over, by like 9 o'clock.
Exactly.
But it's still in there. We're still thinking about it, so it probably will happen.
For debate.
Probably
I'm sure
will
it will
happen.
happen. Maybe
Heather and Eddie were trying to get me to
trips.
do it the last time we were there. I'm like, I sort of avoided that. Let's do this instead. Yeah. Although saying that, if now you told me, would you rather go to Ellis Island's karaoke bar or or on the Vegas Wheel? I would be there Vegas Wheel every time because that was shocking. Yeah.
Okay, Stuart Doran. So my question for your segment: Vegas gets
Hey,
more.
Stuart.
Oh, hi, Stuart. Gets more and more expensive. Tips used to be $1 here and $1 there for drinks now. If you don't tip $5, you don't see the waitress again. In the good old days, you could eat and drink and not need a mortgage. Do you think Vegas will hit a ceiling and slowly move out of reach for a lot of people? As he feels the pinch being from New Zealand and the weaker currency. And he used to think that $100 lasted a few hours, but not anymore.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with Stuart that things have got, and on the main strip, it has got really expensive. And it's been my worry for a long time when we first went, and then we, like, every couple of years or even year we were going back, things were changing dramatically in the strip, where you used to have like Bill's Gambling Hall, Imperial Palace, O'Shea's, on the strip, and they were like sort of like downtown-esque hotels, Riviera.
Yeah, but even like Casino Royale.
Yeah, Casino Royale. The dollar beers,
that's $5.
Yeah.
It's in a plastic cup. And
that's it. You were tipping like $1, $2 when the waitress come over. Now, it depends where we are. Like at the Wynn last year, we or this year, sorry.
Yeah.
When the waiters come over the first time, we tip $5. Because we knew we were in sort of higher end sort of thing, we give her $5 because you're getting 2 cocktails and they're really premium cocktails you were getting.
Yeah.
So we give her 5, and then every time after that we give her 3. And to be honest, as soon as she seen us, she was over every time. So you're talking $3 for 2 cocktails is absolutely nothing. But yes, I suppose you could look at it when if people are tipping 5 and 10 and having to tip 5 every time. Yeah, I know what you mean. But it also depends what you get. I would find if we're just getting a beer, we wouldn't tip as much as if we're getting nice cocktails.
Yeah, true, probably. Like if we're getting like cocktails and champagne and that sort of thing, it's $5 every time for the both of us.
Yeah, if you're getting
but if you're just getting a beer, it's probably like $1 each.
That's it.
$2 each.
As you would do at a bar. Yeah.
Yeah, but it is getting more expensive to go to Vegas, 100%. When we first went, like we could have got, like you said, things for so cheap, meals for cheap.
Yeah.
But at the same token, you can still do those things, but you've just got to look for them and plan your days a bit better. You can go and have steak and lobster for $11.99 in Tony Roma's, or like you can do the steak and eggs for breakfast at Ellis Island. You can eat in food courts. And don't buy water in the hotel casino.
Yeah, and what we did, like back in 2017, we went with your mum and dad.
Yeah, we
were going to the CVS and buying like 5 big tins of beer.
Yeah,
or 5 big seltzers or Mike's Lemonade.
Yeah,
and bringing them. And it doesn't look the best, of course, bringing them in the MGM, sitting at the horses machine and just drinking our beers. So
that was some of the best trips. Yeah,
that's your option as well. You can just buy your own alcohol, bring it into the casinos and drink it. You don't have to order from the waitresses. So I don't know if they let us do that in the win, but
can you imagine walking
maybe they would. Yeah, I don't know, but yeah, it's I know exactly what you mean. I remember when we were first there, the Cosmo went up, and I went, "Oh, that's a bit flashy." Look at that hotel, and it's all seems to be going that way. And I think that's everyone's concern that Vegas is
even the price of a night stay.
A night stay in the hotels and the Strip.
Yeah, we get some comps now, which helps with our trips going. But prior to that, there was just no way we'd ever stay in the likes of the Bellagio or Park MGM even. We were always Excalibur people.
Yeah, well, first time when it was Planet Hollywood.
Yeah, and last time we went Planet Hollywood, but they were special occasions. That was like a honeymoon and a 40th,
Planet Hollywood,
I think if we were continually still paying for all our rooms, there's no way that we would be staying. We'd probably be in Excalibur still.
Yeah, but this just doesn't bother me. I would go back to Excalibur every single time, and if I was just going to Vegas, because I don't care. I'm sleeping there, and that's it. As long as it's clean. And we've been seeing, we have a few nights booked at the Luxor.
Yeah.
When we're going here.
Yeah, with like dual book.
Yeah, and we don't know whether we're gonna take the room because it's like on the last day we go late, we'll fly home late. So we took the room and we've took the comps and everything, but from what we're seeing about it, we're seeing a lot of bad things about the Luxor lately. Yeah. And it doesn't look the nicest anymore, and problems with the lifts, elevators and stuff. Yeah. I don't know, and bed bugs and all sorts of things. So we're sort of getting put off it a bit, but yeah. Okay. It'll do somewhere to put your luggage.
Wrap it up. Next question. Can't talk about bed bugs.
I know, Jolene. That's Jolene's worst fear.
Adrian Quinn has a couple of questions.
Hi, Adrian. Yes, there was no limit in the questions, by the way. Yeah.
Do you wish you had discovered going to Vegas sooner? And answer that one first, and then.
I went into a travel agents with one of my mates who was serving me apprenticeship with, and I think it was like 20 or 21 maybe. And we seen like Las Vegas, and I think it was like £500 at the time for a week, and we said we were going to go somewhere we always wanted to go, and it just never materialized. You sort of lose, contact with people and everything. But I wanted to go from like 20 years old. So, but then we didn't meet until 26, and then that was it.
Yeah, you were 26.
I was 26.
I'm
sorry,
a lot younger than Chris.
A lot. She got her sugar daddy. Yeah. I know, and well, it's also finding it with the right person too, and
so that was going to be my answer. So if I'd have discovered Vegas sooner, I don't know if I'd have loved it as much as I do, because it's one of those places I won't go with anyone else other than Chris.
Yeah, me
because
too.
I
I'll go without
just
Jolene.
flipping love it.
Yeah.
And the time that we have there, it's just like really associated and embedded so much that it's our place that I would really struggle. I think even if the girls said to me, "Oh, do you want to go to Vegas?" I'd be like, "Oh no, I can't. That's like mine and Chris's place."
Yeah. That's good. Glad to hear that, because I know it'd be very difficult. I'm worried. I just couldn't go because it's just our place. That's it, and it's the best. It's like the pinnacle of your year is in Las Vegas. It's the greatest, and this will be a tester because I've said to Jolene, will this sicken us with Las Vegas this next year, 2024? Will it sicken us? I don't know, because every time we're going to go on holiday, we always think, well, I could go back to Vegas right now, even though back in April, it took me months and months to get over it. I had a real bad trip back. I was really sick, and I was sick here for like a week after and couldn't get back in.
You've already got them booked.
Oh, it's booked, yeah.
Back.
So, but it's sometimes you've such a bad trip home, you just go, I can't be bothered with that again. But then a few weeks later, you're like, yeah, I want to go back.
You watch a few vlogs, realise what you're missing.
That's it.
Yeah.
Can't get away from it.
What kind of hotel resort is Vegas missing?
Oh, hotel resort.
I think Resorts World should have done what it was initially intending to do.
Yeah.
I think that's the only thing. I love themes. So I love the Luxor and I love Excalibur because of their theming. So initially, when we were first there on honeymoon, Resorts World had these big billboards up everywhere, and it was going to be this new resort was going to be the theme. It was going to have like a Polynesia type space. It was going to have a London space.
Chinese,
it was going to Chinese, and
it was, and it was going to be the whole way up there. It was going to be so big right up.
And it probably would have saved the Riviera if it had have got off the ground and went really quick.
That's right.
So I just think it's missing that type of resort, maybe a bit more theming. For me anyway.
I agree.
I know people love the glitz, but
there needs to be more themes. They're dying out and they need to be protected. Like Excalibur needs to be protected. Oh, really?
And the old school things, like the likes of mentioned
Riviera.
The Riviera.
Well,
that was brilliant.
I love that place.
Me too, it's my
there should be a place where both can coexist. And if
people
you want
would say though downtown and the Strip, that's where they coexist.
Yeah, but still downtown's. It's a bit away, and it's a nuisance getting a taxi down sometimes and then back. You want to be able to just go to the hotels on the Strip. So, but probably the rates and stuff of the actual Strip is so expensive.
Okay, and then his last question is: you have one slot to take with you to a desert island. Which one are you taking?
I do want to say Dragon Link, but I think I'll take my ginger with me, and I'll take Mona. She's good company.
Aye, I hear you.
Just for the amazing music, you want good music. Dragon Link doesn't give you good music. Mona does.
I would take, controversially, Huff and Morphuff because I love it. Chris hates it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be on that desert island. I'd be on the next one.
Okay, Chris Reid, what's your favourite steakhouse in Las Vegas?
Rito, that's my mate, and he just wants to say that it's a disgrace that Everton have been given a 10-point deduction. I totally agree with Reid.
Right,
it's
no football chat here. This is not what this channel is about.
It is, so I'm not an Everton fan, but he is. So, favourite steakhouse, there's so many steakhouses, so I can only comment on the ones we've been to. So out of all the ones we've been to, it was definitely Oscars. And I'd say number 2, which is not there anymore, so I don't know if it counts, was Camelot, where we had a 16-ounce ribeye and garlic mash, and it was fantastic. But that was back in 2017, and it's now closed. So, those are the favourites so far. But we're going for my birthday.
For you, they're your favourites?
Sorry, they're my favourites. Sorry. Yeah, but I might change in the next trip.
Yeah, it might. My favourite is Edge.
Really?
I really enjoyed it for the whole atmosphere.
Right.
I think maybe for Oscars I was a bit drunk when we got there as well. So the whole atmosphere wasn't the same. But the fact that Edge let us view Elvis's private dining room.
Yeah.
I was just like,
I know.
It's like goosebumps on goosebumps whenever you walk in that
that was
room.
incredible.
And I liked how it was like a fully inclusive menu.
Yeah.
You know, you knew that you were getting your soup
Mhm.
and your steak, your side, everything. So I really enjoyed that. Was the food as good? Maybe not.
I was just thinking of steaks. I wasn't
Yeah.
thinking of steakhouse. So, yeah, the whole thing, yeah, because, yeah, Edge's steak was nowhere near Oscars.
No. Well, see, I got the rib cap as well, and I know a lot of people really like the rib cap. I wasn't a massive fan of
Yeah,
it.
the fillet steak was
In
fantastic. Where's
Oscars, but the Brussels sprouts were
yeah.
fab in Oscars.
Oh, the sides and everything. There was nothing close to
Yeah.
Oscars for the sides and stuff like that. No.
So for Chris's birthday, I'm going to take him to Carver Steak.
Carver Steak at Resorts World, yes.
Yeah.
Pick your weapon.
So we'll see. Maybe that'll top the list
Yeah,
after we've
hear
been
good
back.
things about that. But yeah, Carver, here we come in January. All right, just back from a beer break there.
So the next question is from Ben G. What's the best time of year to go for the best all-round Vegas experience?
All right, Benji, thanks for the question. The best time, I'd say,
From
Probably-
the times we've been, I'd say April.
well, the last time we were there was freezing in April.
That was
So,
March.
well, March into April, but yeah, I would
'cause
say
the
late.
April week was really nice.
Yeah, late April, May, June, and then September. I think July and August is too warm, even though we've been in August. I'm really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think September will still be hot as well.
Yeah, I think it
but,
will be. Yeah, October
so,
even.
yeah.
October, yeah.
Yeah, and if you go in any of those times, you can still do like the pool
Still
parties.
do the pool.
And,
Yeah, it's not closed. Yeah.
and the pool itself.
Yeah, July and August. You don't want to be walking the strip in July or August.
No, definitely not. Like, I've seen vlogs of people end of September into October, and they're like just t-shirts the whole time, perfect, like walking around weather.
Yeah,
So yeah, definitely that. I suppose,
Great.
Yeah.
good question.
Oh, Nicola Dilworth. Colin and I don't get downtown Vegas. We go every trip and just don't feel comfortable. What are we missing?
Thanks for the question, Nicola. Downtown's not really for everybody, I would say, either.
Okay.
Fremont Street can feel a bit intimidating sometimes, but if you have a couple of drinks,
It is like Marmite. You
sort
either
of
love
blend
it
in,
or you
yeah.
hate it.
yeah.
I absolutely love downtown.
Yeah. So
but-
yeah, but we've never stayed because I couldn't stay there for a full trip. There's no way.
No, we stayed one night last trip.
Yeah,
And
that's
I really
fine.
enjoyed
Don't mind one or
that.
two nights, but
Yeah.
there's no way I'd stay there for a full trip. No way.
Yeah, you do kind of feel like you're missing out on something at the strip while you're down there. But
You do.
I really enjoy it. There are parts of the main strip that I felt unsafe in
Yes.
though too. So
Down at Resorts World, Circus around there, definitely.
and
Past
the
Mandalay
whole
Bay.
the other end
Up
as well.
to
So
the
like two
pinball,
extremes
yeah.
really. But in terms of what you're missing, like you've
So
got to
much
have
to
Pizza
do.
Rock.
Yeah.
You've got to have Pizza Rock.
Yeah.
Like we always go down there and end up like falling into a bit of a TARDIS because it's like we go down, we're like,
Mhm.
oh, we'll go down for a couple of hours. Next thing you know, you've been down there 12 hours
Yeah.
and you're steaming.
Yeah.
So we do tend to like just get really drunk whenever we're down there.
Yeah, we do.
So,
But there's so many. It's much cheaper to eat. You know, you've all your
Yeah.
slots. So many casinos close together. Like the likes of Pizza Rock is fantastic. So it depends where you've been. I don't know where you've been. Like Whiskey Liquor Up, for example, is
Love
such a
it.
great bar.
such a
You can
good
sit up
vibe.
there. You can be out of the Fremont Street madness and watch it all from a safe seat.
And anytime we've been in there, like when we were there for our vow renewal, there
Yeah.
was like people interaction all around the
Yeah.
bar. It was great. And the same thing happened when we went with Heather and Eddie. The guy like was just buying the whole bar shots.
Yeah.
And so we've always
You always
had a
get
great
chatting to
time
people.
in there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll have,
and
yeah.
when we went
Yeah.
the second time as well, like
Mhm.
there was other people came up to us just chatting away as well. So yeah,
El Cortez and everything. You know, there's just good hotels. I like the hotels down there. I like the casinos, and there's so many
if
good
we
places.
didn't
The
go
downtown Grand, you know, sitting at downtown Grand's bar playing video poker, is great.
Yeah.
You know, that's how we spent our battery all night. You know, it was so
I
good.
would feel like we were missing out if we didn't go at least once.
Yes.
each
Oh,
trip.
yeah. I love every trip we go, but
Yeah.
I don't want to stay there for the full
No.
trip. No.
No.
We've toyed with it before, but no.
Okay, so somebody has said, "Where's Beans been?" said meet up in January. Well, we've already got the details of
Yes,
that.
maybe
so
see there where's Bean's been.
4th of January.
Good name.
That's a really good name for a chat. Yeah. Front row photography. What's the plans for 2024? Well, I think we've chatted through those.
We have indeed, yeah.
But who would win in a fight, Trevor or the Wolf from, I think, he says Wolfie, so I think that's from Huff and More
Must be
Puff.
Huff More Puff, hasn't it?
Yeah. And for those who don't know, Trevor is and always will be the monkey
From
on
Firelink, Ultimate Firelink. Yeah, throws the balls. Well, it's easy to me. Trevor's going to win.
I think Trevor's going to win.
Trevor's
he's
going to
got
win.
Fireballs?
Yeah, he's got fireballs. He'll be so much. He'll be smarter than the wolf. And also, if Trevor's ever in trouble, if you look above Trevor, he's got two mates who are throwing fireballs as well. So we all know, like, wolves and all be scared of fire. So yeah, Trevor all the way. Yeah.
Oh, I can't wait to see Trevor. Okay, so
he was good to his last trip, so that means he'll be terrible this trip, just as Buffalo Link was.
Yeah.
The last trip and the previous trip, it was amazing, and the last trip was terrible.
Okay, so last question then is Danielle Lynn, and she says, tipping for drink service while gaming on the casino floor, what do you recommend for Wynn or any other casinos? Loved your series of vlogs, can't wait for the next trip.
Thanks very much, Danielle. Thanks for watching. Well, I said about the Wynn, because
we always give a bit more in there.
We give a bit more there, and because you're getting better, the cocktails are so much nicer. To me, they're the nicest cocktails you get. And if you're getting two nice cocktails, like $5 is nothing to pay at the start, and then like $3 every time, and then we're coming to us all night. If we're just in Excalibur, for example, and getting a couple of beers, it's just $2, $3 every time, to be honest.
Yeah.
You know, it's whatever you feel comfortable with. You know, there is people that don't tip anything, which is...
I know, I saw that last trip.
Yeah,
like people were bringing them drinks and they were just going thanks and turning their back.
Yeah, I know.
Needless to say, she didn't come back to them.
Well, that's it. You know, if you're going to do that, you're not going to get them coming back to you, you know. Yeah. So even a couple of bucks, you know, it's fine, to be honest, you know. And like I say, if you don't want to tip, just bring your own drink in.
Yeah, I agree. So I have a question for you.
Right.
What is your favourite off-strip casino that you've seen so far?
Off-strip casino. All right, it would have to be South Point. Kevin and Curtis took us to Silverton and South Point last time. I did like the Silverton. The food, it was really good there. And I liked the tank and the big bass shop. But South Point was just so huge, and it had a bingo room, and it had a poker room, and a bowling alley, cinema, horses, sports book, a different sports book, and just, it's so big, you know. I would definitely stay there.
Yeah.
We've thought about it, and it's absolutely, I would stay there, no problem. And I wouldn't miss, and they've got shows and everything of ABBA tribute and all different tribute acts on. 100% South Point, and I would stay there in a heartbeat.
Very good. Okay. So yeah, that's it. We've got through everyone's questions, and all we've got now to do.
Should I have asked you a question? I don't have one for you.
Probably.
I don't have one for you.
I know, it's fine.
Okay. If this will be easy. If you were gonna like demolish a hotel tomorrow in Las Vegas, what would it be? What hotel?
Ooh, any hotel?
Yes.
Yeah, OU.
It's
like adds nothing.
And you can say it. Yeah. It's so easy.
I know, exactly.
Yeah, but then you get rid of Hooters.
Oh, the wings are good, isn't
Yes, they are. You know, there's probably hotels you don't care about anything in them.
Yeah, actually, probably. Oh no, still OU, it's minging.
OU, yeah, it's gone. Yeah. Travel Ruby's video was hilarious with the big gaps under the doors about this size. It's like, oh my goodness, it was comical.
Oh yeah,
sockets falling off the wall and everything.
No thanks, not for me. Never while my
no,
never will I have my butt in there.
With the Rio, say get rid of the Rio.
No, because the
no one would even notice.
Cool mini golf, and it's all being redone up, and I'd like to see it when it's done up.
It's mini golf in the Horseshoe.
True, actually, yeah, we went there. So yeah, now really all we've got to do is count down the next
a few weeks.
37 days, I think it is.
Is it?
I was trying to like lean over and see my little count. Yeah, 37 days. 37 days. So like we said, we'll be back early New Year. Hopefully, we'll get some of the vlogs out while we're still there.
Yeah, we should.
The last time we sort of petered off towards the end, but we'd had 16 nights of vlogging.
Yeah.
It was a lot. So, yeah.
Definitely get at least 2 out while we're there.
2 or 3,
yeah. 2 or 3, depending how.
Like I say, there's just going to be a delay because the channel members get them first. So,
yeah, that's it.
We've got to do that. But yes, so hope everyone has a lovely Christmas.
Yep.
And Happy New Year.
Yep. Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy New Year. All the best.
See you soon.